LIV Golf back in action today. The Saudi-backed golf league taking even more players from the PGA Tour amid scrutiny from some of the game's most famous faces. Our very own Josh Schafer recently spoke to one of those frustrated golfers. Josh, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Shauna, so I spoke to Freddie Couples over at Liberty National Golf Course the other day, and unsurprisingly, the former Masters champion and former world number one isn't very happy with what LIV Golf is doing to the PGA Tour, which he's played on for over 40 years. Pretty much his takeaway was he doesn't really like the way these golfers are acting either. One thing he sort of pointed to was they've added players like Brooks Koepka, Phil Mickelson, obviously, all Dustin Johnson, these big names. He doesn't like the way they're acting in the media. He called it embarrassing. He said avoiding questions continuously, acting like things didn't happen. He doesn't really feel like they're taking responsibility. And then he also hit on the sustainability of this league. He doesn't think the league is sustainable. Here's what he had to say about that and where he thinks LIV can go from here.
LIV Tour is not going to be around in 2040, not run by the Saudis. Someone else may run it, but it's got no chance. Phil Mickelson, $200 million. He's a very good friend. $200 million at the age of, so they just needed the name. I just find it weird. 150 for some of these, $150 million. You know, I just think it's just the weirdest thing ever. But God bless them. I feel bad that they're doing this, but I don't dislike Brooks Koepka or Sergio or Lee Westwood. It's their lives, but I think they're ruining it.
Fred Couples on LIV Golf right there. There's really not too much more you can add to that.
No.
I don't think he's very happy, guys.
Tell us how you really feel, Fred.
Exactly.
So then, Josh, as Fred mentioned there, you have this star-studded field with these huge, eye-watering hundreds of millions of dollars in paychecks, but also no global media rights deal in place. You have die-hard fans not on board. Where does LIV Golf go from here?
Yeah, Michelle, it's a great question, right? Because really, I think the golfers will keep playing as long as the money's there. They've made that clear. They're really just here for the money. But are the Saudis going to keep funding something that doesn't make them any money? We're talking about a $500 million investment here. Are we going to keep doing that year after year after year and keep paying these guys? Probably not. We haven't really heard of any broadcasters being interested. The tournament's going on right now in Portland, and it's streaming on YouTube. I mean, that's just not really big time, not what these golfers are used to. So we'll have to see what happens. But right now, there's really not a sustainable model here.
I'd be really curious, one, to ask Freddie, would he take $200 million to go play for the Saudis? And two,
he said no.
He did say no.
Yeah.
And if those players that have gone actually think it'll be around a long time, I don't think any of them think it'll be around a long time. They just want $200 million.
The check clears.